is A to Z with Mark Zinno, part of Locked On Sports Atlanta, and it starts now.
Welcome back to A to Z here on Locked On Sports Atlanta. Final segment of the show here on this glorious Wednesday. I hope it is as nice where you are as where I am in Florida on vacation. Make sure that you check us out on YouTube. All of the shows here for Locked On Sports Atlanta are free on YouTube, and search Locked On Sports Atlanta wherever you get your podcast to either hear or see this show every single day. Appreciate you guys starting your week with Locked On Sports Atlanta and continuing to follow us here on this new venture. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you guys will follow me on Twitter at Mark Zinno, MarkZinno, and continue to follow all the shows, Hitting Hard, John Chuckery, and ATL Day Ones with Tanitra Batiste and Jarvis Davis. We're building this thing here in Atlanta. Can't do it without you guys. So we appreciate you guys supporting us the whole way. Make sure you stay with us. Again, follow us on social, Locked On ATL on Twitter as well. All right, a couple of things to get to here as we wrap things up on this Wednesday. With the Masters starting tomorrow, Tiger Woods gives the announcement yesterday that he's going to play. And, you know, I put this out on Twitter because I just see so many people. And I had a couple of friends text me and ask me, am I crazy for putting money on Tiger Woods to win the Masters at 50 to 1? And I told them, yes, don't waste your money. And I even said on Twitter that, like, if you're betting on Tiger to win the Masters, I feel like you're setting your money on fire. It's just not a place that I want to put my money at this point. Like, I get Tiger won the Masters in 2019, but if you look at the body of work from like 2018 on, really the only tournament where he won. I shouldn't say that. That's really of course, it's the one that he won, but it's really the only tournament where Tiger. That's really the difference. Like, Tiger is just another guy on course from a golf standpoint. Now, I love what he's going to do for TV this weekend. I love the fact that, you know, there's going to be so many people and the crowd is going to be so juiced every time he hits a shot. And I get it. Like, I don't mind Tiger golfing per se because it's great for the game. And it's great for the energy of the sport. And if you've ever been to a live golf event, like a golf tournament, it's just a different world when Tiger is out on the course. You could see it. I mean, it brings a different level of energy to the crowd that it's just rare. And so while Tiger is a guy that I think will be semi-competitive, and by semi-competitive, he'll make the cut. He'll play all 4 rounds here. And again, forgive the trash going by here at my parents' house in Florida. But he'll make the cut and play all 4 rounds. But do I think he's going to be in contention on Saturday and Sunday? No, I don't. I just don't think he's that guy anymore. I don't think that game is where he is. And I know Freddie Couples says he looks great and that, you know, the game isn't the problem. Tiger has acknowledged he's never playing a full golf schedule again. You know, and you can even argue that the fact that Tiger is even playing golf right now is the win. I mean, the guy nearly lost his leg after that car accident he had. And it's the first real golf he's going to play in the last 18 months. How much do you trust him? I just, it's not a place I want to put my money. It's, you know, from a betting standpoint, I'm not going to put my money on it. But again, I just don't think that it's going to be what people are expecting. And if you're expecting to see the old Tiger Woods come back, if you're expecting to see the guy come back that's going to be making birdies and pumping his fist out there and, you know, riling the crowd up, I don't see it. Now, and this isn't like me hating on Tiger because I don't hate on Tiger. Do I have a little bit of Tiger fatigue? I suppose so, from a standpoint of when there are so many other amazing golfers out on tour and guys that really just are so impressive to watch that they get like everything sucked away from them for Tiger. Part of that is a little bit annoying to me, but I understand it. You know, I grew up with Tiger in his heyday. I mean, for crying out loud, you know, I remember his first Masters that he won and what an event that was for was 20 years old time, 19, 20 years old to win the event. I mean, it just, you know, so I understand the effect that he has on the sport and why people love him. But for me, I could pass on Tiger being in this thing. I could pass on him being relevant for the course. And me personally, I could still enjoy it without him. I know a lot of other people don't feel that way, but still, this is a tournament for me that stands alone on its own. And I think there are a lot of other guys out there, you know, that are worth watching. And again, my sort of value bet is Xander Schauffele at 20 to 1. I think he's a guy that I'm going to key in on this tournament to really make a run at this thing. He's been close a couple of times. He's had top 15 finishes, and I think he's playing some good golf right now. I mean, probably not as good as John Rahm or anybody else, but I know Xander. If he's in position on Saturday, I'm going to feel really good about where he is heading into Sunday. All right, final thoughts here. Just a quick note, because I talk about this repeatedly and often. Braves CEO Derek Schiller, as the Braves get set for their opening day game tomorrow. But Braves CEO Derek Schiller was, quote, incredibly disappointed that, as I mentioned yesterday, in the closing hours of the legislative session of the Georgia state government yesterday, they did not pass the sports gambling bill. Schiller, the Braves, along with the Hawks, the Falcons, and Atlanta United, have put together this coalition to try to legalize sports gambling in the state of Georgia. As I said, you'll be waiting at least till the earliest January of 2024 before you can ever legally place a bet here in Georgia on a game in the state of Georgia. So I'm glad that he's out there speaking openly about this. I wish we would hear more from the owners. I wish they would apply more public pressure. It's unfortunate that that's what it's going to take for this thing to pass in the state of Georgia. And it's more unfortunate that we as citizens are going to continue to be shorted the benefits of all this that many other states around us are getting. And Georgia's doing this at their own detriment. But again, Derek Schiller said that it's not for our lack of trying. I think he's putting his ire in the wrong place. I think, once again, that if he directed the ire at the governor, the one person who can push all the buttons for this and make it happen quickly, that's what's really going to get this thing done. And honestly, next year is the best year to do it, because what's going to happen here is that if Governor Kemp gets reelected, and that's the big part of this, if he gets reelected, that he is going to be in his final term, and he can push that and not worry about the after effects of it, good, bad, negative, and be out of office, by the time, or at least for a better part of it. So from that standpoint, it's the best chance for him to get this thing done if he wants it. But as I said repeatedly, I don't think the governor wants it. He has tap danced around it, but I've said that, he's sort of just trying to play both sides of the fence with it. And the more he does that, the longer this thing is going to sit out there. Hawks and Wizards tonight, final home game for the Atlanta Hawks at State Farm Arena. Hawks laying 10.5. I will say this much. Hawks have motivation on their side. Clearly, they need to win the game to have a better seed in the play-in tournament. Too many points for me to back the Hawks on a back-to-back, especially coming from Canada. And why do I say coming from? Because it just takes a little bit longer to get home. You got to get through customs and everything. And even though you're going to your own terminal, it's just still not a incredibly quick process one way or another. I think the Hawks win. I think they'll be motivated, but I don't want to lay this many points on a back-to-back. So Hawks win, Wizards cover. Take the Wizards plus the 10.5, and it's probably going to end up going over. Both of these teams aren't really going to be concerned with playing defense at all. And if the Hawks are going to win this game and cover it, it's definitely going to have to go over. I can't see how they get to, it's 120 to 105 kind of deal. Would be the math and the numbers that put in my head to get this thing over the 230 total. So we'll see. But let's hope the Hawks get a win tonight, and we'll be back tomorrow right here on A to Z on Locked On Sports Atlanta. Again, free on YouTube. Search Locked On Sports Atlanta wherever you get your podcast. You guys have a great Wednesday. Don't take the crap from anybody. See ya.